Summer is here. Yes, that's right. That means a lot of potential blockbusters are just around the corner. And by around the corner, I mean in the next few months. But I'm not here to talk about potential blockbusters. I'm here to talk about movies that are bad, like Ghostbusters will probably be.
That stuff went everywhere, by the way, in every crack. Very hard to wash off.
I'm here to talk about movies that make me question the abilities of filmmakers and big studios to make a half-decent movie. I'm talking about bad movies. To be precise, my top 5 worst movies ever.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, did you want to?
Sorry. I'll let you.
Next time. Okay.
Come on. Hot, sicker than your average. Papa.
Now, before we get into this, the reason I'm making this in the middle of the year is because after the summer this list will probably have changed, so I wanted to get my current list out there. Without further ado, let's do this. At number 5 we have Entourage.
Oh! Woo! Good now. I'm back. I'm back.
And like I told you 15 years ago, the next level is coming.
One word. Disappointing. The TV series that this movie is a sequel of is by far one of the best series I've ever seen, so I was mega excited for this movie, and it was probably my most anticipated movie of 2015, but I was let down. They really did let me down on this one, which is such a shame, because this movie could have been great like its predecessor.
I also want to direct. Ari.
Does he even know how to direct?
Ari?
Let's compare, shall we? The TV show was hilarious and actually made me laugh, whereas this tried too hard to be funny and the jokes just fell flat. Now don't get me wrong here, some parts of this movie were funny, but most weren't.
I gave you $100 million. You agreed to not go over.
Because you said I couldn't direct unless we agreed.
It's like when a girl asks if you want to bang her hot sister. Of course you say no. Neither of you really believes you mean it, though.
What is he doing here?
The TV show also had celebrity cameos that fit, whereas the cameos in this seem forced, except for Ronda Rousey. I will make an exception on that one.
Let me prove it to you. What do you want to do? You want to take me in the ring? I'll let you beat me up for a round.
Let me.
Overall, this movie just didn't live up to my hopes.
Dependent on it. I could really hurt you, Turtle.
So, I last 30 seconds. You let me take you out on a proper date.
Last 60 seconds and I'll let you.
How much time? 3 seconds. What do I do? What do I do?
Anything.
Right.
She's got the arm bar.
That's not good.
Tap out, Turtle.
Time. 15 seconds.
Tap roll, break it.
How much time? 10 seconds. Oh, tap out. You won't do it.
It isn't worth it, Turtle.
Don't tap out. I just wanted to take you to dinner.
As you can see, at number 4 we have a Marvel movie, and I bet you weren't expecting that. Well, you should have been, because this movie made me question Marvel, and I never want to have to do that again. What movie is this, you ask? Thor: The Dark World.
After all this time, now you come to visit me, brother. Why? To mock. I need your help. But I wish I could trust you. If you did, you'd be the fool I always took you for.
Marvel are literally busting out incredible blockbusters every year, so I had the highest of expectations for this, even though Thor was but it just didn't deliver at all. It was so boring. I didn't think a Marvel movie could be boring, but this proved me wrong by a mile. I would go on, but I'll just get angry, and even though this movie was bad, the next ones are even worse.
All yours.
Anyone else?
Rolling up at number 3, we have A Good Day to Die Hard. Once again, we have an example of studios making more sequels to make more money. This movie was so bad, even though the first Die Hard has now been renowned as a classic movie. This movie managed to get 14% on Rotten Tomatoes. 14%. 14%. Why? Why are sequels normally so bad?
Nobody's gonna die today.
Even if we use the Avengers as an example. Age of Ultron did not compare to the Avengers. It wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't the best one the MCU has brought to the table either. The storyline for Die Hard 5 was, once again, boring. Bringing in John McClane's son did absolutely nothing to the film. This movie was made to make 20th Century Fox money. End of story. I guarantee nobody in the staff of this movie cared about the script or the plot, just about producing the cash.
We're not a hugging family. Damn straight.
Swiftly moving on to number 2, we have Vacation.
You are an incredibly big piece of shit.
Hey, what's going on?
Look what Kevin did to my guitar.
You told Mom and Dad you have such a vagina.
Okay, enough. Young man, we talked about the bullying of your older brother.
That's right. There are a lot of boys who are born with vaginas. It's very hard for them.
What? Why?
We don't make fun of someone just because they're a little different from us.
I don't have a vagina.
The point is, your mom and I would love you even if you were completely blank down there.
This is once again the perfect example of studios trying to make money. This is number 6 in a series of movies. Number 6. And what worries me the most is that the people who wrote this are writing Spider-Man Homecoming. But I haven't lost all faith, considering that they also wrote Horrible Bosses, which was very funny.
Motherfucker Jones.
Your first name is Motherfucker?
My real name is Dean.
Dean Jones. That's the same name of the actor in Herbie Love Movie.
Yeah, he's not gonna know who that is. I know who he is, bitch. I can't walk around this fucking neighborhood with that Disney-ass name.
But this just wasn't. The jokes were forced and unfunny, and the casting was just awful. Just another example of very questionable filmmaking skills. This is definitely the worst comedy I've ever seen, but it isn't the worst movie I've ever seen because that award goes to my next movie.
That's it?
So you're only using the rim of your mouth.
Hope you're not too old to let your dad give you a good night rim job.
So finally, at number 1, the worst movie I've ever seen in my life is Tomorrowland.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
This movie will haunt me for the rest of my life as being the most dreadful piece of film ever made. Whenever you hear that Brad Bird gave up directing Mission Impossible 5 to direct this, that George Clooney stars in it, and that it's a Disney movie, you think, huh, this could be great, but you're sorely mistaken. This movie is the lowest of the low. The plot was boring, the cast were boring, everything to do with this movie was boring. I was 1 hour through and I said to myself, I can't watch the rest of this. This is awful. But me being me, I finished the movie. Why oh why did I do that? I regret ever starting to watch this movie and I'm so glad that I didn't pay to see this. I would give it -1 million out of 10 if I could. So there you have it. I just went through hell reminding myself of these god-awful movies, and I will of course be doing it again at the end of the year with my top 5 bottom movies of 2016. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and comment telling me if you agree with my list, or a comment suggesting awful movies that you reckon could make this list. As always, make sure to subscribe and check out the rest of my channel.
I am going to try to find moral redemption.